feel a bit possessive about their mother. It could be different things. So as a man, if you're going to go into a relationship with a single mother, what are the things you need to think about? What are the precautions you need to put in place? What are the conversation you need to have with the mom or with the children? What are the things you need to really, really think about before you step into such a relationship? Anybody who wants to help me out with that question? Come on, our men, where are you? On Facebook, on Zoom, on TikTok, anyone? If the men are not talking, let our mommies talk. What are the things men should look out for before dating single mother? Sister Toye.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma.
Yeah, God bless. I think it's very important for the man to ask himself, is he ready to accept the children as his children?
Hmm.
Most times, the men just look at the woman in isolation and they are not ready to accept the children.
Hmm.
And it can't work. I think anyone that is going to date either a single mother or vice versa that have children, you have to be ready to accept the children, and you have to be ready to carry responsibilities. If you just want to say, oh, I just want to face the person I'm going out with, then there's a problem already, even before the relationship starts.
That. Hmm.
And just as a topic of today, most times boys are very protective of their mother. It's just the way it is. And sometimes that protection is also mixed with jealousy, because men by nature are territorial. So for another man to come into their space, their default mode is to protect and be defensive. And depending on the nature of the child, sometimes, it may come out, bring out the worst in them,
Hmm.
which means that if the man is not patient with the child or the young person involved, then there could be a problem even before the relationship starts, because there could be resentment,
Hmm.
you know. And so any man that wants to date a single mother has to be ready to be patient, accommodating, understanding with the children, especially the male children. Yeah, I think I'll rest my case there.
Thank you very much, ma. Can you hear me on TikTok, please? Can you hear properly on TikTok? Can you hear what our sister said now? So we know we're carrying everybody along. Damilola, tell me, is the audio okay? Thank you very much. Someone is saying on TikTok that the male child must be ready to carry out his responsibility. What do you mean the male child's responsibility? What is the male child responsibility in this matter? Okay, I have two men here, Sunday Ajao, and I believe that the Emmanuel is online as well. Please, our men, if you want to marry a single mother, or if men who wants to go into relationship with single mothers, especially single mothers that have boys, what are the things they need to look into? What are the questions they need to ask themselves? Precautions? What should they be expectant of. How can they protect themselves? How can they prepare themselves for such a union? Because at the end of the day, because she's already has children, you're not marrying just her. You're going to a relationship with the children as well. So what are the things that one needs to look out for? Brother Sunday, yeah, Brother Latunji, Daddy Emmanuel. Yes, go on, sir.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
I know I'm just coming just about a few seconds ago, but the question that our moderator just asked is a general question that can be answered irrespective of what has been taught before now. So I will just add that if you want to marry a single mother or date a single mother, whichever one the case might be, I don't think the child, whether male or female, should be a problem because if you are going to marry a single mother, you're supposed to know that this is a single mother. Please, can everybody hear me?
Yes, can you mute yourself as you come in, please?
So, like I was saying,
Yes.
irrespective of the gender of the children of the single mom you are going into any form of relationship with, you're supposed to be prepared to accommodate the children because it wouldn't make any sense at all if you say you like the mom and you don't like the children because of their gender or whichever reason. You have to love all of them equally. That is the only way you can even impress the person you are going to have a relationship with. But if you love some of them and you don't love their children, then forget it. They aren't going to respond to your love because they can't joke with their children, whether male or female. So as a man, be prepared to love all of them together. That's just my little thing.
Thank you very much. Anybody wants to add to that on TikTok anywhere? If you want to contribute to today's topic, the challenges sons go through with their mom's partner. So we're talking about single mothers who have new partners, new boyfriend, new husbands, and the challenges these children, develop or have with accepting the new partner and the new partner accepting them and building a cordial relationship. What are the things we need to look into? I'm starting with the man who wants to marry a single mother. What should be in his head? Yes, but Olatunji. Yes, come in, sir. I can hear you very well.
Try to go through Zoom, but TikTok using TikTok.
You are here already, and I can hear you. Yes.
Of the statistic that you have shown about the approach of some children, majorly sons, approach to their new
Stepfather.
One thing that crossed my mind is that what the son or what prompt the son to be bringing out some behavior that is not good towards the adopted father or the
stepfather.
Based on the people I've met and researched, the woman, before he left the old husband, or let me call the former husband,
yeah,
the approach of the woman is the affair toward the man. The son is studying it. For example, if before you have the new husband, your road is not clear. You don't know the kids are washing, the sons are washing. They know if their mother way is not clear. Even before maybe the father can die, or maybe the father used to do again. You know, different things happen when a mother remains a single mother. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
So if the son have observed or unclean behavior from his mom, he will never love if, because he cannot fight his mom. The only person he will fight is the new man, the husband. Say that love me and love my dog.
Yes.
The son love you very well. If the son really love the mother, don't want any harm for the mother, he will do or will be doing what will make the mother to be happy or to be enjoyed. And because he don't want to fight his mom, then he transfer the aggression to the new husband.
That's another angle. That's another angle.
Let us get that as a political fact. Because I see, if the son really love the mother, he will not be attacking or be bringing a negative behavior toward the new man. It makes the mother be happy. So let us know that already. And concerning what the man must be thinking when he wants to marry a single mom, I think the statistics of apology to the women, the statistics of people, we have high statistics of women now that are single mothers, mother of two, because I follow some people on social media and say, are you looking for husband? They say, are you married? They say, Mom, I'm a single mother of two. I'm a single this of this. I'm a single. So I don't want to see that as a bad something. Occurrence of life can affect someone to end up to become a single mother. Is that okay?
Yes.
It's good or it may be bad. The man must be able to.
Hello.
That make the woman end up to become a single mom or a dog or single mom, or I don't know what they call it. If you have, some people have more than 2 children before.
Single parents, no, a single mom, no.
Single mom, even though they have kids before, they are still single mom.
If when they are married now, is married. Before marriage is single. As long as you have children.
So they are still single, but they have children. So what bring, like if I want to go into that relationship, I will look at it that this is the character of the woman. The woman does not tell me that the husband is studying very well. So you are adopting the problem. You are not the problem. You are adopting the wife and children. Because if you say you want to marry a single mom, you must also accept the children as well.
Yes.
You must always accept the children as well. So you must, that information must be clear for you, get it right. What makes this woman to be single eventually? Is it his will? Is he resisting? So if you know that, then you do. And secondly, about why the children are not happy with the
new partner.
About time. What after now? The mother will be thinking more about the husband. They will benefit from children. Not that they will not take care of the children, but we want to start a new family. That family has done. You have looking to find the art or to certify the new man. So if you are doing that, the son will think that okay, somebody is now here to share
my space, my bonding, my love with my mother.
That mother. So it's really a problem. So so a man needs to be wise. Need to be wise to balance things. It may, in fact, it may be even though it is even though the son now, maybe the mother have the daughter, the wicked daughter, the frustrating the man.
That's true.
It's frustrating for today, but you are talking about son now. How they attack the
yes. Even daughters can do the same, yes.
Just of points that a guy should do to be because the son try and note very well that okay, the son cannot be angry with you without something.
There has to be a foundation.
God is not fighting you, it's fighting the mom. but just using that as the opportunity to fight you. Love me and love my dog. If the son really love you, love the mom, he will accept the husband, he will accept the new man.
Thank you very much. That is a perspective which I didn't even think of, and which is a very, very good possibility. Thank you for that contribution. Do we have anybody else want to add to that? Any man in the house want to add to that before we go up? Good evening, sir.
Evening.
Damlola, yes.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Before any man will say you want to marry a single mother, I think the first thing is how many kids are involved or how many children are involved. Because if there are one, there are two, three, I think you can carry the responsibility. No one can carry you. But if you know that my son passed man, maybe there are four, I feel like no, I can't. So you need to consider, put that into consideration.
So you're looking at finances as well.
Finances, yes. After that, now one need to know if those children are they kids or adults.
Very, very important. Their age matters.
Control them. But if they are adults, they are grown adults that are mature, they can cater for themselves, then there must be a thorough discussion between the man and the woman separately, and the woman and her kids. Because most children, most adult children, they don't want their mother to marry again, especially the son.
Why?
Well, because the one major reason is because they'll feel that man will take their space. Because
this space is sharp. Okay.
Yes. Son is already acting as a father to the mother. So another person will now come and if you want to take his space. So
me that I'm the head of the house, I'm in charge. Suddenly you want to push me. All right. Thank you, Damilola. Thank you for that. Yes, Church of the Lord.
Church of the Word.
Church of the Word. That demand. God bless you, sir. Yes, you have the floor.
Wow. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, daddy and mommies on the platform. What an interesting topic tonight. Woman of God, I pray the Lord will continue to increase your anointing, wisdom, and knowledge with the spirit of excellence to run this ministry.
Amen.
We are discussing something very, very technical here, and we can approach it on different or diverse way. It has to be because my mother said the foundation determines the building or the structure we are going to build.
That's right.
Number one, nobody pray for a broken home. Nobody. But when it happens, sometimes it's not even divorce. Maybe the husband died, and now if the woman is still young, there's nothing stopping her from getting married or remarried somehow. But normally, I think two important things that a man have to bring in here is number one, love and maturity with a very, very technical diplomacy. Sometimes it's like if their father have mistreated or mishandled their mother, abused their mother, there will be either the daughter or the son. They wouldn't want any man again to repeat the same thing.
That's right.
They can raise their father now. Peradventure, those children were raised up with culture, and they might not want to raise their voice or raise their hand against their father. And eventually, now everybody go their separate way. If any new man is coming, you are not their father. If you will repeat the same thing, why those children can still see all over their mom the scar of the previous abuse. If you would dare not treat their mom with love, they will raise their hand and raise their voice. They can do anything. Okay. In fact, they might avenge their anger.
Their father's anger on you.
transferred aggression on you. So if you are into their mom's life, number one, the first thing you need to do, whoa.
Hello. Hello, sir. Is that internet? Okay, so far, before Daddy is able to join back on, we've looked at age. The children involved, what is their age? Very, very important. We also looked at finances and be able to tell yourself the truth. Can you handle these children financially? Can you carry the burden? Is Daddy back? Can you carry the burden financially? Thirdly, so far, we've mentioned wisdom. Sorry? Financially, can you carry the children financially? Because when you marry their mom, you're also going to contribute financially. So
was able to know that that's part of your problem.
Part of your problem. No problem, responsibility.
No, just accept my terminology of I'm sorry about that. When you marry everybody, that's why it's good to know before that I use a form of two. I've seen people who what's the problem? I met the family in this UK that when the mother has three daughters, and when we have another man, the man stopped to pay the school fees of the children.
Oh, wow.
The children to leave the house, and at 16 they become very wayward.
Yeah.
It really paid me. But you know, context of UK that you'll be thinking that, oh, what you don't bring again about the children, but it's the responsibility of the man. If you marry a mother and he declared to you that I have children, definitely you should be able to work toward the success of those children.
They become yours automatically.
Children. To forget that maybe you are going to read their food or this thing, you are doing it for the love you have for the mother. So if men are in that position today and they are not doing that, I think maybe they are not financially gallant enough, or maybe they are doing it based on you cannot even wait to children because they are your children. If you have children before, find them together and you move on. But if the children now start to disrespect because of the scenario, the children, they will not accord the respect they give their old father or even their father is still existing, they will not accord it to the new man. The man will be relent or reluctant to see it and take that responsibility. You know it's possible.
Yes. Yes.
It's about 4 days ago when a man was helping small daughter to repair the bicycle. Saying daughter that, oh, your daddy is helping you to repair the bicycle. You know what the daughter said? The daughter of 10 years. She said, no, it's not my dad is missing.
Oh no.
And so the bicycle would have fuck you. That's it. You know, that's the wayward daughter.
She's not wayward. But Ola, the child is not wayward. The child just said the truth. Hold on. It also depends on the child's age. The child just said the truth. Although but it is still the truth. The children of this generation, won't go. No matter how you teach them, it takes a lot. Yes. Like when we were growing up, even up to now, even back home, the day your mom marries another man, you don't call him uncle, you call him daddy. But not in this part of the world. You don't do that. Because at the end of the day, the truth is that you'd only have only one father, which is the truth. I have my friend, you know her. My friend daughters, they used to call, there was a time they started calling me mommy. I had to call their mom. I know you appreciating me and because of the relationship I have with your children, that's why you're asking them to call me mommy. But tell them not to call me mommy anymore. Because there can only be one mommy. You are confusing them. Because one minute they say mommy, the another thing they say auntie. You are confusing them. Doesn't mean that if they don't call me mommy, they are going to disrespect me. It's an African Nigerian thing. I'm not their mom. I'm their mom's friend. I will step in at any point in time, to cover where I need to cover. But Yani and Jess.
Say that when the of that single mother of the I don't know, children of the mother of the now children don't know that this is not their father, and they will not say, oh, it's not my father.
No.
Because they know their father, they have one father somewhere. It doesn't work like that now.
Hold on. Don't misunderstand me. I'm only saying it is the truth, but most so many could bear doing. It also depends on relationship. We've said a lot already. What are these children seeing? Pastor Emmanuel was saying something before the line went off that. What are they? How are you treating their mom? Now, where I've been there, I've been a single man and I've been married. Somebody married me with my 2 children. So I am a very good example on this. Do you understand? And my stepdaughter told me, Auntie, I like you, I love you, and all that. But I'm sorry, I cannot call you mom. And I said, no problem. I'm not your mom. I can never be your mom. But I will be there. I will be here for you. At any point in time, when you choose to call me mom, it will be your choice. It will be your decision. I cannot say, don't like me mom. Don't forget also, Ilu, Idalu, Nishelu, where we are in UK is different from Nigeria. In Nigeria, you don't even have to tell the child, call me mom, don't call me mom. It comes automatically. But in the country where you are, where they know rights more than you, their parents, you can't force them. But the rapport you build with them, the relationship you build with them, it is them themselves who say, no, this person, they will change their mind and call you mom. Do you understand what I mean? It's vice versa. I just told you what my stepdaughter said to me. So if I don't, is it because if she doesn't call me mom, so I will not be a mom to her. So it's the same thing. If I can be a mom to her, I can support her, and we can do things together, just like I'll do with my daughter. You wouldn't answer because they are not calling me mom. My children are not calling their daddy. Because of that, you will not be responsible for them.
No, it's not the calling.
Thank you. It is the relationship.
Really good, but the purpose is just to make your headway and see how solution can emerge. And single mother is not a crime, it's not a problem. Single father is too, it's not a problem. So
thank you very much. On TikTok, do we have many TikTok? Yes, what's going on? People are struggling to come in. I don't understand. It says keeping them waiting. I don't have anything to accept anybody here. Sorry. Try again. Please, people, share and let tell people to try again. Or try TikTok one. I don't know. Try the links. Mommy, Hope and Glory. Ẹ bá wa dá sọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ́yìn. Daddy Manuel, are you back, sir?
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone just went off. I'm charging it. It's
Oh,
on charge.
okay.
All right.
Why are you charging? Let Mommy Hope and Glory come in.
Yes, ma'am. This Mommy
Okay.
Funkelani.
Thank you, sir.
All right, ma'am.
I've been listening to it, to be honest with you. The upbringing of the kids and the relationship between the mother and their kids. As long as anybody that knows somebody is married before and is going into I'm going to tell you one thing is that this thing actually happened for real. That because I don't even want to go like around it. I've got this person married a lady that has 2 sons. They actually accepted him. But what now happens that this man now keep beating their mom. To the extent up till I speak, the mother is now limping like no. So it's now the 2 boys now said, look here, the day you touch our mom, we will kill you. Do you understand? They actually said that they will kill you. And when and it was a bit like that, you know what, one of them took a very big thing and banged it on his head. He actually fainted. It's not, he didn't die. This what I was talking about was a big issue. They called me and just advised, please don't get police involved, blah, blah, call ambulance, just let us make up some story. That was it. You know, we make up some story and that went. Since then, the guy didn't and never ever lay his hands on their mom again. Because they actually accepted, because they were happy that their mom went into a new relationship, because their dad is not that their dad wasn't a serious person. And because of the abuse that went on in that relationship, that's why they revoked and no, they have to, step in. So what I'm saying, the nutshell is that sometimes it's the cause of the man and even the woman. If you are marrying a man that you know they are married, definitely you should treat that girl or that boy as your own child. But if you have no child and you are petting your child and you are actually pampering yours and you are entreating that one, they will one day say, if they're still young, they one day said no. Somebody actually there's a paper was in this country though. There's a paper that came out. There's a local paper in Acne area like that came out with a stepson that killed the mother's boyfriend, the husband boyfriend. You understand? I was actually if that local paper, I was actually on it like that. We are open my mouth. It's because the way that the man was beating the woman, like trying to strangle, what the guy went into the kitchen. I don't think he actually meant to kill him. He just stabbed. So there's all this thing that is happening is reality. There's so many things you can't. This happens for real, and I happen to. I opened my mouth. I didn't even know he's got this big knife with him.
Oh my God!
So they can say they're jealous of maybe dad or no. Sometimes it's not the jealous of the dad or anything. That must be sometimes. The kids too will be watching what the dad is doing to the mother, what the relationship is not. So they want the male. They want their mom to be happy.
Definitely.
They understand the male. They want. So the moment they see their mom some of them will push their mom to go into a relationship. The moment they see that man is entreating it, they will just say no way. Understand? So this thing is reality. Is actually the men and women. If you know you are going to a relationship, that there is kids involved, you need to treat them as your own. Do you understand? Take them as your friend, as a daughter, as a son. Talk to them. You understand? So they will even, I mean, to be honest with you, you see some relationship, you don't even know it's their stepdad, or you wouldn't know it's their stepmom. It's the upbringing, it's the relationship, it's how we blend it. But if you are thinking you're more superior, my dad is at home, you treating me nice. That's when I watched like on the film yesterday. And my dad is at home, you treating me nice. When my dad is out, you treating me like half caste. I will poison you. So all that sort of things, you know, happens. That's what they do, what they were doing. So it's actually is the fault of the father or the mother. Forget about jealousiness and everything. The kids never want their mom to be alone. They don't. Because they say, oh God, mommy, somebody is saying of that is somebody helping you. And when they see somebody coming, helping and not sort of, they will not, you know, they want their mom to be happy. So that's just I can contribute into, but this thing is, what is happening is real. You know, for real.
Thank you very much.
God help us. Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. Daddy Manuel, sir.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for having me again.
Yes, sir.
That's wonderful. Thank you to Mommy Hope and Glory. As I was saying, it's like we are still we are all still on the same page. Like what I said the other time, that when you are coming into a life of a single mother, you must come with love, new love, because the children were sensitive. Number one, they will be jealous somehow. Peradventure, if that man is matured enough, handle them, let the same love be shared. Let them see that you love their mom. Let the children know that you love them as well as your own children. Peradventure, at the early stage, they might not accept you. They might want to stand as a step back a bit to study you. And if you really, really love them, if you are not pretending, it will be obvious, and then they will accept you. And number one, if their mom have ever went through an abuse or through their father, if they cannot raise their hand and raise their voice against their father, you dare don't come and try it, because they don't want to see their mom to go through such thing again. But especially if their mom have scars all over, if there's particular injury she's treating, she's going through. So you better love their mom. And the moment they see that you love their mom and love those children, you'll be acceptable. Because number one, they want their mom to be happy. And number two, understand how to play your love, your game with some diplomacy, that you don't make the children to feel as if you are taking their mom away from them because they want to belong. They've been there making they've been their mom's joy why she went through whatever she went through. So, and that bond is there. So don't to make it clear to them that I'm not taking your mom from you. That is when you respect space and privacy. Okay, when the children want to be with their mom, fine. Are you taking my wife away now? Blah blah blah. Learn how to take them out once in a while. It might be tough at the early stage, but when you genuinely love their mom, I think gradually they are going to accept you. That is just it. God bless you.
Thank you. Sorry for that. Okay, on that, I'm going to pause on that. I will extend the question. And in extending the question, I will say, we mentioned the age of the children also matters. The way you relate with young children, let's say from 0 to 7, 8, 9, 10, is different. But when they begin to like 11, 12, teenager, the way you relate with them, it's more challenging. They're going to throw a lot of tantrums. They're going to tell you, I am here. This is my space. Don't even come near my space. Like that is one of the things I believe is very important is patience. Be patient with them. With time, they will see. They know the truth. What their mother cannot say if you are a genuine person or not, these children can see it. they will tell you, this person, mom, that person is deceiving you. But if you are patient enough to actually really listen to your children, you will realize they are telling you the truth. Because you are emotionally evolved. So you might not even be able to see all the red flags. But the children are looking from far. They are studying you and the man. And they can tell, the way the man is reacting and all that. Then we now look at, like the video I shared, I'm sure this boy is over 20, if not up to 30. The way you relate to that is agbalagba. As a man coming into their family, coming into their space, the way you react or behave with them is different. Does anybody want to throw more light into how to behave with these 3 stages of children? All the men, oh yeah, but that demo.
All right.
Yes, go on, sir.
Thank you again, ma. When the children are still young, okay, it's a different thing entirely. If they were still very young, but the moment they were teenagers, there's another approach. That's why whoever that is coming to the life of a single mother, you must come with love and a perfect diplomacy, systematic of handling things. If they were teenagers, it's going to be another case. And if they were now adults, it's going to be another case. Though they want their mom to be happy. So in fact, some children will tell their mom, "Mommy, won't you get married? Make yourself happy." But whoever that is coming in, please, in fact, they wouldn't want their mom to went through the same or the previous storm again. So that is it. Make sure, let them know I'm not taking your place. Let them know I love your mom. Let them know I love you too as my children. They might not accept you at the first time, like what I said the other time. But as time goes on, things will start to blend in gradually. But if you dare come and into their family and you are trying to raise your voice against their mom again, like you rightly said, woman of God, because the woman, she's in love now. Peradventure, she might not even see the yellow card or the red card for the children. Sometimes they will oversee it, and then that is when the woman have to know how to calm them, because somehow the bond between the mom and the children matters too. Okay, so you have to let them know, because maybe while the woman was going through whatever she went through, the children have been a comfort. Okay, and the bond is already there. So you have to be very, very patient. So definitely it's not the way you're going to handle children of age 4, 5. In fact, you might show them love that when they grow up, if anybody tells them that man is not your real biological father, they might not want to believe. It depends on how to handle them. That you don't make neighbors or family to tell them, okay, no wonder he's treating you that way. Do you understand one thing, that he's not your father? Then they began to ask questions. But if you handle them with love, and most especially when they were teenagers, the matured one, adults can call their mom and tell their mom, we don't want to see this man here. So in fact, it's a different approach entirely. But if you love that woman genuinely, you cannot marry a single mother. In fact, there's no marriage without the sacrifice. But there's always more sacrifice to offer here when it comes to you coming to the life of a single mother. And with love, you can do it.
Thank
God
you.
bless, man.
Anybody wants to add to that on TikTok, on Facebook? How do you handle the children when you marry a single mother or go into a relationship with a single mother, depending on the age differences of the children?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I was trying to raise my hand. I didn't get to where to.
Yeah, they've repackaged the whole Zoom thing.
Exactly. I thought as much. So I just wanted to add, I listened to everybody. Good evening, everyone. You see, this topic is a very sensitive one. That thing is more of a dramatic scenario where it looks like the man is encroaching into the space of those children, especially if they are boys. A boy's love to his mother is always very, very special. So it's like it's a subconscious thing where the man, boy, adult, teenager feels like, okay, you are coming into my kingdom. You want to come and do the same thing that's been happening to my mom. Are you going to? They feel protective. So on the part of the man that is coming in, I think number one key is you have to be very calculated. You have to calculate every step you take. As soon as that boy is present where you are with his mother, every word you say, every moment you say, you have to be very psychological to know how to meet up with their emotional and psychological needs. As a man, that's just what I want to input. You need to be very calculated to know what they like, buy them gifts, say nice things to them. If it's the one that is very harsh, you have to learn to be very soft. You have to, as we as African men, we have to learn to come down from our ego of principle. I won't take this. You love this woman, you want to come into her life, and you know she cannot toy with her children, and you know you have to buy those children out. So you have to meet them up materially, emotionally, with everything, and a lot is counting on you as a man. A lot is counting on him, on your temperament, on your tolerance, on your receptiveness to whatever you get. There's some feelings that's even going to come from the woman to you that is a bit negative in the name of the children's interest. So I think it all boils down to the capacity of the man to manage every emotions. And you have to first look at the child, the children, maybe teenager, maybe toddler, maybe whatever. You have to calculate well and study their psychological needs, so that then that's where your approach to successful one matters. I believe that every mind can be captured if the right approach is taken. So thank you.
Thank you very much for that contribution. Yes, everybody has said well, spoken well. I'm just going to add this to it. And I'm actually going to hammer on what Brother Damola said about the man's ego. Number one, as a man, you need to remember and always tell yourself, they are not my children. Not in a negative way. You do not have that bond with them naturally. You are building it. Building it takes time. You want to gain their trust. So you are a suspect. You are like a thief coming to their space. And they are watching you like Ojuni Akbarufin Shori. So you want to gain their trust. You want to win them over. Just the same way you won their mother over. It took you time to win their mother. It took you time before their mother was able to accept you, to the point where she was able to introduce you to her children. That took time. And you need to be matured. You might be a man, does not mean you're matured. And you might be matured in some other areas, but in this area, you might not have a clue. So do not go into such a relationship out of, I love the woman. It will not work. It will break. The marriage will end. The relationship will end in a way you least expect. So you need to be able to put things on the table. Carry pen and paper and begin to ask yourself questions. Begin to answer the questions. Begin to tick things. Can I deal with this? Can I handle this? The child might speak to you in a certain way, and naturally you say, to my dear mom, if it was my child, would my child talk to me like this? It's annoying, it's painful. You want to react, you want to lash out, you want to, you want to discipline the child. But you remind yourself, at the end of the day, bí mo fẹ́ bí mo kò kì í ṣàn ṣọmọ mi, jẹ́ n fọgbọ́n ṣe. Ìyẹn lọ́gbọ́n Ọlọ́run, ìyẹn lóye àgbà. Another thing Madam Ola said, which is really, really important, is coming down to the children's level. I've seen a man say, lie, I'm the man. The child will come to me. I'm going to back there. This child doesn't want you. This child doesn't need you. Why? Because they are used to being with their mom. They've accepted the fact that there is no man. They don't need you. You are the one that needs them. Why do you need them? Because why? You want to have a good relationship with their mother. You also may have your own baggages you bring into the relationship. If you have your own children too. This woman also has to accept them. So it's a give and take thing. What are you showing to the children? They are watching. Like they are watching. Please, Let us give me some gift. Now, I give me some gift. Thank you, Desmond. Thank you so much for the gift. I give me some roses and flower on TikTok. Thank you all for joining. Let us share more and get more people on board. Okay, so I'm going to jump to, based on the video we watched. Okay, let me know before I jump to that. Look into the 3 stages of children. Children between 1 to 8, 9, you can easily turn one with gifts. Take them shopping and all that. Before you know it, they don't love you. Children don't hold grudge for long, and it doesn't take long before they love somebody. It's easy. Teenagers already, with their mom, there is a battle on ground. They are going through their own phase. They are going through, I see your hand, mommy. They are going through their own phase. They are trying to discover the world, life, and everything. So already they are in the battle, and you are coming into that battle. So you say you smoke the battle a little bit. But if you are not open-minded and mature, it's going to be a problem. Now the third one again, I'm going to go into the woman now. Okay, I'll let mommy come in, then we'll face the mother of the children. Yes.
Yeah, well, it's exactly what I wanted to say is that I believe is that when we women are going into the relationship, if we carry our children along from day one when you are caught because I mean it's better we are on a friendly level. We talk about, well, that's what I do. I'm on friendly level with our kids. So I've got a man today that did this. So this when they carry them along from day one and they start discussing it, I mean, with that will help when they finally, the relationships finally develop and everything. So they've been lazy, they've been asking questions. I mean, when we get them involved, the male, female, get them involved and they start advising, oh, he said this, he said that, all that sort of things will help. That love will build from, it's now that the bond will be together rather than just, throw it at them that, oh, I'm dating someone. That's my own view that if you carry them along from day one, oh, somebody likes me, the picture, do you like him? They start talking on the phone before meeting at all. Before they see him, they will even, oh, let's meet him, oh, let's arrange for him. They'll be the one they requesting, because it's good to be taking advice from them. You know where you are going. Because at the end of the day, it's good that we play that, we've been diplomatic with everything. You don't use diplomacy. And they are together. Oh, they are talking to, oh, I want to talk to uncle. Oh, I want to be honest with you, you don't need to tell them to call him daddy or mommy. That love, if it's from you see them calling. So that's just my
thank you very much. Yeah. I believe the word daddy and mommy, to me, this is my personal perspective, should never be forced. If I see you as a mom, you don't need to tell me. I'll call you mom. You are doing everything to me as a mom. You're showing love. I can see it, that you're not pretending. So it will come naturally. And the moment a child will look at you and call you mommy or daddy, that means they've accepted you fully. That means they trust you fully. So in the stage of we are still checking, we are analyzing, then you need to be patient. You need to be patient with them. I was going to say something on mothers. Temi, thanks for joining the video. Temi, do you want to contribute to today's topic? Okay, I want to go on.
Just don't you know what you're talking about.
Okay, we're talking about sons' struggle with their stepfathers and their mom's partners. The challenges sons go through. That's what we're looking at. So just hang on for a while, and then you'll be able to catch up. I'm going to mute you for now because of the background noise. If it will allow me to. Can you mute yourself? Tell me, please. Thank you. On the mothers, I believe strongly 2 things. Like what mommy... Hope and Glory, I know your name is disappeared. Hope and Glory said about carrying along. Foundation matters in everything. Then, what is also the mother's relationship with the children? You've said some of them. What other things should a mother do to incorporate and to help this man that is coming into this picture? Because the truth of the matter is, a woman that's single, at the time where your children are still with you, it's beautiful, it's lovely. I mean, they keep you busy, occupied. You still have needs, your own personal needs, but there is a difference. But a woman needs to realize that this children will go. The moment they start going to uni, I mean, when the last time I saw my son now from Christmas was once. Between December and now, that is 5 months. I've seen him only once. And then there is no man. How do you cope? So maybe 34 of them, they will go, they'll get married, they'll move on. We're looking at when you are getting older, you need a companion. You need a friend. So to have a husband, it's also very, very important to you. Number 2, it may be your second chance. It could even be your third chance. And if you are sure and certain of this person, you also don't want to lose this good man. So what are the things as a woman needs to put in place to help this union blend together? Men can advise us. Anyone can advise us. Anyone at all who wants to add to that, please? Oh yeah, well, everybody spoke. Men, what do you expect the woman to do or to have done? Mommy, but I believe maybe you are busy somewhere. Sister Toyin, Sister Christine.
Well, just a little contribution. I think there is very less that the woman can do, but to just play more like the peacemaker in between the two parties. Well, she owns the two of them. She has to just bridge a gap. She has a gap to bridge between, because she knows what her children wants. She knows what the man wants. And then she's just a gap bridger. Basically, just carry the what the children want to the knowledge of the man, so that the man would understand how well he can win the heart of the children. On the other hand, she knows how to play on the minds of her children because she owns her children. Know how to influence the mind of our children so that they can also do what the man likes. Because we should not forget that the man is also human.
That's right. And he's also going to be the head of the family.
He's going to be the head of the family. So there's a part to play for the woman in terms of persuading the children, because all the children will need is persuasion. We can't force anything on them on the part of the mother or the part of the man. So the persuasion is just, an uncle would like this. He told me he liked you so much. He said he likes your haircut.
Even though he has not really said it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Or find out if you like football. Like the man can go to the extent of, you know what, uncle said because he's happy that you like Manchester United. He's also changed to Manchester United. They watch football together. So that kind of bridging of the gap between them would just, and once these children fall in love with that man, the woman would appear like a third party.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's a lot of mind influencing on the part of the woman, especially over her children. Uncle like this. Uncle said he wants to take you out. He said I shouldn't tell you. He's making it a surprise. You understand? He said I should promise him that I won't tell you, but I'm just telling you. Then the children will be like, that uncle. So that's the bit the woman can do. The bulk of the work is on the part of the man, as we said. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Another thing again is this. There might be a time where the woman have to do some battle with the children. As in persuasion. During the time of persuasion, this children might tell you no. Like my first son said to me that, wait, let me go to uni first, then you can do what you like. I don't want any man in my space. And I said, after sitting him down trying to talk, and he's still doing gara. I said, you know, I'm honoring you as my son because why this person is coming not into just my life, into our lives. I had to stand my ground. I had to be firm. And at some point, I even had to play some emotional blackmail on him. And I thought, okay, mom, all right, if that is what is going to make you happy. And that is where the importance of the rapport between the mother and the children comes in. And also, if the children love you, they may not 100% accept the man initially or never even accept it. But because they love you, because they respect you, they will transfer that respect on that man. That one, I believe so much because I've witnessed it. Mommy Elberta says, developing trust and rapport takes time. And there may be resistance, especially if kids feel loyalty conflicts. Even when original parents are supportive of your presence. Give me 2 seconds. Of your presence, children can still experience their own stress and are bonding with you. Another point is developing trust and rapport takes time. Okay, it's the same thing. Being a good step parent begins with acknowledging the complexity of the relationship, both for the child and for yourself. It's a complex one. It is a really, really complex one. Thank you very much, ma'am. Anybody else want to add to that? Brother Sunday, Church of the Word, Brother Milola.
Well, I think everything has been said.
Everything has not been said, though. Well,
according to my own understanding, I think most of the points, let me just personalize to myself, most of the points I would have contributed have already been said. You as a man coming into the life of a single mom, show the children you are meeting there, show them some respect, show them love. Like I said, take them out, their children, their kids, buy them over with your love and gifts, and they won't have issues. And if you have an issue with the mom, try not to scold them in their presence, try not to fight them, not fight their mom in their presence, show any form of hatred in their presence. So I think with that, you can get the trust of the children. And everything will be okay. But if you go the other way around by trying to beat their mom or show some kind of aggression, then you surely will have some problems in the marriage.
Thank you very much. Mommy Ebete says, likewise, we must also show empathy toward ourselves and our partner. We all have our moments of stress and tension. Step parenting is not easy, and while we all do our best, it's not always conflict-free, 100%. There will be issues, there will be fight, there will be stepping on each other's toes during the process of trying to bond and all that. Then we also need to understand conflict management. How to, like Brother Mola said, bridging the gap. How to be able to come in and appease the husband or the boyfriend and then go back to the children and say, uncle did not mean it like that, or your stepdad did not mean it like that. You know, he didn't mean it, he didn't understand you. I've explained to him, everything is amicable now. Being able to play, you know, the game between the two of them to create peace. And that is the job of the woman. Now, again, I want to bring this in. As a man, I believe a man also should protect themselves. In the sense that you need, number one, to know yourself. Number two, respect yourself. When you respect yourself, you will not even give room to some insult. Even if they are your biological children, there's some things you wouldn't want to do because of don't want them to disrespect you. How much more your stepchildren? I mean, if you see you have your stepson who is over 16, not that violence is even encouraged in any way, not even for an 8-year-old. But the tone in which you speak to an 8-year-old is not the same tone you will speak to 18 years old or 30 years old. They are in the stage where we say, come, let us reason together. Not, my friend, sit down there. Go and get me water. Don't do that. You mustn't do it. They don't pass that stage. It is, come, let us reason together. And the stage here, I say my own, you say your own. We come to understanding. I explain to you from my experience. Understand. And then you leave that child to decision. From the video clip I shared, we could see that the man was confrontational with the young man. It was in the man's face. Number one, the man did not respect himself. Look at the person in front of you. The guy is big and huge. It was one blow, 7 die. But if you like yourself, respect yourself, it's not by force. If you speak to a child or advise a child, they don't listen, step away. Don't put yourself in the position where you'll be abused, insulted, bullied, and battered. That man is in that video is going to end up in the hospital. And the woman, their mother involved, was a very petite woman. I mean, we saw in the video, one of the sons lifted their mother, but she was trying to separate the fight, lifted their mother and moved out of the way. That Kuro, let them beat the man very well. What that also tells me is that they've had enough. They've been pushed to the wall. And I'm not even excusing what the son did. We're going to end up on that. But they've had enough. They reached a breaking point, like, kilo they go no safe. They've had enough. Either with their mom or even the way probably you're relating with them. And something was broken and the beast was let loose. And the other children who have been able to come to reason and say, big brother, it's okay, Egbon, leave him, it's enough, they are like, deal with it very well. So it's not just about one child, 3 sons. Because if one is not coming to the rescue, that means they are all involved, one way or the other. So as a man, are you also putting yourself in the place of respect and honor? Why would you put yourself in the place where you're a child you can give birth to will beat you? You must know when to say, let me respect myself and move back. Before one boy come and insult me and before one boy will come and disgrace me. Now let's look into the child that lost it. Somebody was saying, if I was the man that was beaten like that, 2 things will either happen. It's either the child pie. I don't want to use it. It's either the child pie, like the child will not exist anymore, or the child will go to prison. Because the child did not just like one punch and stop there. It was a continuous beating. So that tells you the child really, really lost it. That was the fact that the mom could not even stop him. Well, we know anger is spirit-led, negative spirit-led, negative energy. It can go haywire. But the fact that their mom could not stop them also gives me question to the relationship between the mom and the children. So, as a mom, how are we bringing up our children? How much are we involving them in the things of life, letting them understand what life is? I think it's Mommy Elberta that Hope and Glory that mentioned it earlier on, that the children need to be carried along. Daddy Emmanuel, did you watch the video I sent, sir?
Yes, I did.
What's your take on it?
That was very bad. That was terrible. I couldn't. They shouldn't. I don't pray we should have such a home like that.
Amen.
It's terrible. It's terrible. But I believe one thing would have led into that. Maybe the guy might have been abusing their mom somehow, or this new man doesn't know how to respect himself and respect the children's space. But no matter what happened, a child shouldn't, but that is for children that understand culture. A child shouldn't raise his or her hand against their mom's either boyfriend or a new man.
Yeah.
So it's on its own. But that's why I said, when my prayer, most especially parents in Western world, that when the children are growing, let us at least teach them a bit of culture and let us bring them up in the way of the Lord. So that was it.
Thank you very much. Anybody wants to add to that? Young man. Our mommy's in the house and our daddy's on Facebook, on TikTok, on Zoom. Anybody wants to add to that before we wrap it up? Let me see. Feeling anger from mommy Okiki, feeling anger, hatred, or resentment toward the children is a blended family. In a blended family, it's not uncommon. It is something that can feel bad to admit. There could be pent-up anger, pent-up resentment, and just looking for an excuse, like a time bomb. Waiting for an excuse for it to be ignited and boom, everybody's on fire. Any more contribution, addition? Mommy Toyi, are you still with us? What, for me, yes, 2 seconds, man. For me, I believe strongly that if a child, no matter the anger or whatever, will beat their mom's boyfriend, partner, husband like that, or even raise their hand at all in the first place, it's a big disrespect to their mother, not just to the man. My man is my man. My husband is your stepfather. You dare not raise up your hand or even raise up your voice to start with. How much more raise up your hand? To me, I see it's a direct disrespect to their mom. And that has to do with what Daddy Emmanuel said about culture. If they understand that your stepfather is a representative of your mother, if you hit or insult your stepfather or your mother's partner, you've insulted your mother. If you hit him, you are hitting your mother indirectly. So all the abuse and all the beating you've muted on the man, you've more or less beaten your mom. That is what we are taught in our culture. So children also need to understand these things. Is Mommy Albert still there too? Mommy, are you still coming on?
Yeah, just for like 2 minutes. I'm sorry, right. I've been busy.
I know.
Multitasking. God help me. Yeah, that's why I've been sending the text and everything. Well, understanding, because I had stepchildren once. And oh God, I don't know, because sometimes it takes the grace of God, to be able to manage stepchildren. But I never had issue with them. Yeah, I never do. Even some few of the mothers were like, how did you do it? Even if I spoke to this child, it doesn't acknowledge, it doesn't, but how did you do it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I didn't see any reason to be. I know. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
But it's not. Individual priorities differs. This is why this case or this topic, I would say, must not be treated as a one cup that fits it all, like I always say. Sometimes what goes for the goose might be a poison for the gander. So we have to tread carefully. It may go deeper than that. You never know. there is a time bomb involved, because you never children will, you can only understand what your child or children, tells you. Sometimes you really don't know what is going on in their mind. You might think maybe sometimes they are yes, maybe no, and they didn't want to act up because they want you to be happy. And there is a peer pressure as well. And don't forget that it's not just you they discuss their lives with. They will be out there, with friends, yeah, some of them are frenemies as well. Who doesn't want them to be happy? Like, oh, you saying what? How? And you've accepted him. Oh, you've accepted that. Oh, I don't know way. There's no way I'm going to accept that. And, they get fooled unnecessarily with all sort of, God help us. And they come back home, they start acting up, they start this and that. And if they have this thing in them, there is no how. How, I would say, there is no how perfect, that man who is the stepfather, or that woman who is the stepmother. I'm joining the two together now. Can be. They won't want to see it. So this is why it's better if the two of them are prayerful. Both the dad, either stepdad, and the mom, be prayerful. Be prayerful. We should not take prayer out of the equation. I know culture, plays its own part. But to be honest with you, it goes deeper than that. Only God can lead us aright. Let me leave it there.
Thank you very much. I agree with you, man, especially on prayer. Because with my boys, it got to a point where I have to take them to God in prayer. That Father, touch their hearts. Let them see reason. Let them understand my point of view. That. My son was like, Mom, I'm there for you. Why do you need a man? I said, it is different, though. My son will remain my son. Husband will be husband. And even if you are there for me, whatever capacity you think you are there for a while. You're going to move on with your life. So when you go up like that, I should be looking at the window. Or instead, I'll frustrate you. I'll be calling you 24/7. I won't let you have peace. If you get married, I'll come to your house and disturb you. We said that as a joke, but then I had to take it to God in prayer. And God did intervene. Do care. Mommy K.
Yes, ma'am.
Eba that's it to you.
Having watched the video, I think I watch it, partially. So I couldn't not watch the full thing.
It was terrible.
Very first clip I watched, I thought this man is just gonna die. But the punches he was receiving from the young man, he's like, I'm feeling it myself.
It was bad, and he was even targeting the head a lot.
I'm surprised if he's got whatever that thing is got in his head. You understand? Because he was just punching him. Then at one point, he put his feet on the wall.
Yes, he even lifted him up and threw him on the wall even. It was terrible.
Because he can have
concussion, yes.
But the thing is, having a new partner is not as easy as we assumed. There is a lot, especially when we've already have children from previous partners or
relationship.
Yeah. There is a lot of things that have to be considered. From a woman's point of view, I'm not talking of a man's point of view. There's a lot of things that we need to consider. Are my children, are they still young? Are my children old enough to understand? Are my children away from home now? When they're away from, God help you that you catch a glimpse of any mistreatment from
the man.
From they will react. They will react irrespective because that's their mom. And the man that is coming in have to think well. Especially when you know that the woman you are coming, you're getting, having a relationship, has got children for you. So you have to think, is this something I want to do? Or before you say, okay, I'm going to be with you finally, right? You need to study. You need to understand the territory you're walking into. Because when you don't understand the territory you're entering into, that will result into what those clips that you just shown us. Because if that man had been able to understand those children, properly, he would rather not even have gone in. Because if you know that these children, especially in at this part of the world where we are at, those children, they're not like Nigerian children. I mean, children from back home that would be a bit flexible and say, oh, I see you as the father figure. I see him as another head of the home. They might be a bit flexible. But children here, they wouldn't. Especially if their own father has mistreated their mom. It could be a case in which he is responding to what the mother has actually gone through. And he's thinking, not another one is going to walk in and treat my mom this way. Or we could be wrong, because that's an assumption. That's just the young man.
A possibility.
It could just be him. It could just be someone who is violent by nature, or who has, he might have what's it called, mental issue. What's the word that we use now? I'm trying to be to use the right words. Mental health.
Mental health, okay.
It could be he has mental health. So it's something that one needs to think properly. Don't rush into it, especially if you are in that situation, if you are in that circumstance, whether you've been married before, you have previous relationship, you now have children. You need to think, whether as a man, you need to think, am I going to walk into this woman's house, or is she going to live with? There's so many things to think about. But when we're in love, we don't. No matter how old we are, we just think boy meets girl. That's it. Then we try to organize the children around our relationship as parents. And we expect them to fall in, and accept the situation. I'm not going to remain like this. So you want me to remain? Look at your father. He's gone. He's gone to marry. He's got children. So you want me to be? No. There is more. We are more affected by our circumstance So we need to be very, very careful. That's what I can add. That's my only.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Relationship, say think before you say I do again, because it could be very, very dangerous. And sometimes it could be, the best decision that one has ever made.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank everyone for joining tonight. I mean, what my beautiful sister just said now is almost the same thing with what has been said earlier, meaning that we are all on point and we are saying the truth. I mean, we all cannot be lying at the same time. I'm just going to round tonight's topic up by saying that you want to marry a single mother, be truthful to yourself. Be truthful to yourself. And from the things I've seen around me, this is my advice with a disclaimer. You don't have to take it, but just from my perspective, it's better. Well, Mom also said, sometimes it does not even matter if the children are still living with you or not. One cap doesn't fit all. But I still think it is easier if the children are matured and they've moved out, or if they're still very, very young. When they're still very young, you can still bend them. You can see, it's easy to easily get them to like you, get them on your side. But when they're in between, it's really difficult. Having said that, it could also be the easiest for another family, depending on the adult involved. The adult matters. How do you talk to your children as a man? How do you talk to your children as a mother? And then when you come together, how do you relate with maturity, understanding, be empathetic, not seeing things only from your angle, but also from the children's angle. And then understand where you are. You are in Nigeria, yes, but are you in Nigeria? You are in Nigeria, yes, but the person you are marrying, what culture are they? Is it Yoruba like you? Is the person Igbo like you? There's a lot to look at. And if you're going to stamp your authority and your feet as the man in the house, before you can do that, the first thing you want to do is spread love and give the children reason why they might want to respect you, honor you. They may do it at a certain age because of their mom, but they're also watching you. So it could be just be that tiny thing. And they'll be like, nah, it's not happening. I think it was Brother Damola that said you need to use your brain, like become very careful what you say, what you do, especially in their presence. But if you not give a damn and you put on the agbada of pride and like, I'm the man, they cannot tell me what to do, they cannot do, it will not work. May the good Lord help all of us in Jesus' name. Different family, different scenarios, different stories. But I'll top it up by saying, may the Lord help us even as we teach and nurture our children that they will turn out right. Because from the video we watch, that boy is going to be in trouble. He's going to be in trouble. And that family, it's going to take a while before they can balance again. And their mom is also going to be a wreck. But that the woman is also going to be in trouble. There's no way they're not going to call ambulance for that man. Then they have to explain and begin to write statement, no matter where in part of the world that might have happened. It's also going to take a while for healing to take place between the children and their mom, because they've done the undoable. And there'll be a consequence for that. They'll end up having to say, Mom, by the end of the day, we were defending you, we were protecting you. And Mom will be like, did I send you? Even if you had to do, you have to go that far? It's also going to take time before they will heal, before they will mend that fence. So in everything we do, every decision we make, who is going to be affected by that decision? Who is going to be affected? Finally, if we are bringing anybody new into the lives of our children, let us, what's the word now? You see a vector, don't we? Let us screen them properly. Let us be, well, may God help us, no matter how the checking and all this venturing and everything we do. But let us try our best and be able to tell ourselves that I have checked, I have searched, I have prayed, I have asked people, I have done everything, and I'm sure of this man. Because the man you bring into your children's family, or the wife you bring it into the life of your children, can mess them up. Can mess them up. Until I see you again very, very soon, probably in 2 weeks' time. I've got a terrible cold, and I'm sure a lot of people have colds. So I pray that Jehovah God will heal everyone that is sick in Jesus' name. Thank you all for joining. Daddy Emmanuel, God bless you. Mommy Toyin, Brother Damola. It's been a long time. Prophetess, God bless you, ma. On TikTok, I cannot count. Plenty people. Facebook, God bless you. Mommy Duduke, I'll see you by the weekend. Brother Damilola, thank you for staying on by fire by force. Love you all and good night. God bless.
Have a good one too. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Bye-bye.
Bye.